good morning. We are here on the Love Morning Show. Morning is here. Morning is here, good morning. Morning is here. Morning is here, good morning. We are here on the Love Morning Show. We can have a big smile as we laugh for a while here on the Love Morning Show. Oh, morning is here, good morning. Morning is here, good morning. We are here on the Love Morning Show. Morning is here. Morning is here, good morning. Morning is here, good morning. We are here on the Love Morning Show. So let's have a real good time. It won't cost you a dime here on the Love Morning Show. Yeah. Morning is here, good morning. Morning is here, good morning. We are here. Love Morning Show. Morning is here, good morning. Morning is here, good morning. We are here. Lord, let's go. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Good morning, good morning, good morning on this Thankful Tuesday morning. Welcome to the Love Morning Show. I'm your host, JB Lee, and what a good morning it is. Wake on up, get your day started. Knowing the God that made the heavens and the earth and everything in the universe, He loves you on this Thankful Tuesday morning. In the words of James Brown, get on up, get on up, get on the scene. In Jesus' name, we wake on up this morning. Man, I thank God for today. Thank Him for yesterday. Hope everybody had a good start to your week on yesterday. Man, I'm telling you, it was kind of warm outside, and but kind of cloudy sometimes. And like this morning, it's cloudy outside this morning. And but that don't mean we gonna get no rain. We need some rain, y'all. We need some rain. We need some rain. And because it's dry, it's really, really dry. The people that's got these farms and things and these crops out in the fields, this corn is drying up. Look like it's about parched. Man, it keeps staying out there like that in this heat. You're gonna have popcorn. You're gonna have no. I hope it don't turn into popcorn, but it is dry. It's really, really dry. And man. So I think, if we get some good showers for a couple of days, it might turn things around for those people that's got the crops out in the field. Soybeans, they so I think some people got them planted now, but they okay. They close to the ground. They not like that corn sticking up. So, hey, we just thank God for the rain. Even though we don't see it, we thanking Him for the rain, It is Tuesday morning, and we just thank God for His grace and His mercy and His love and all that He has done concerning our lives. We are grateful, and we're grateful for all that He's doing in everybody's life because He loves us just that much. He really do. He love you, and He wants the best for all of our lives. He said, listen, I want you to have life and have it more abundantly. He said, I want you to have the more abundant life. Man, that's some good news. That He wants to have more abundant life. I'm grateful for that. Good morning, Deacon Lamb. Good morning, George Johnson. Good morning, Rochelle. Good morning, Pastor Goss. Good morning. Listen, y'all, I was we was in Greenville the weekend, and so we went to this restaurant. Went to this one restaurant they want to try, and so I went to the restroom, and I was washing my hands, getting me some paper towel to come on out, and this guy, he come out to one of the stalls, kept right on going. Man, I'm telling you, that irks me so bad. This guy, he was in this stall doing something. I don't know what he was doing in there, but he didn't stop by the water at all. He just kept right on going out the door. I'm like, oh my gosh. And when I'm in Walmart sometimes, if I have to use the restroom, I see people do that. They come in, use the restroom, and walk right out. I think it ought to be a law that if you go in, now what you do at your home, in the privacy of your own home, that's your business. But I think it ought to be a law when you out in public. It ought to be a law that you wash your hands if you go in. I don't even care if you don't use the restroom. If you go in a restroom, especially now, I do this. I don't throw them when I wash my hands, and I don't like those fans. I just don't like those things. But when I get ready to come out, I take the paper towel that I dry my hand with and open up the door. That's how, and I think all restrooms should not have a pull to open the door when you're going out. It should be push. That way your hands don't have to touch nothing. Good morning, Lord Jenkins. So I think every restroom ought to be equipped with a door that swings open when you push it, instead of you having to pull it. Good morning, Marsha. So I always take the paper towel and open up the door. Then I throw it in the trash. And if I can't make it to the, if the trash is too far away, the trash can, then I'll take it out the restroom with me and throw it away somewhere else. I'm not touching that handle after I just wash my hands. I'm just not doing it. And then to see somebody go in and in the bathroom and then come out and don't even get nowhere near the water or the soap, I think it ought to be a law that if you use a public restroom, you need to wash your hands before you come out. They ought to have cameras. No, they can't put cameras. I just think that's very disgusting to me. It's very disgusting. And then, in the stores and stuff, and you go in the store to buy something, and some joker that went in there and used the bathroom and watched it, but they go out, they picking up the same stuff you picking up. They go to the food line, grocery store, use the bathroom, don't watch. Then they come out looking all over the meat and stuff, picking up packs of chicken. All right, God says, He says, we are blessed, not maybe not, could be not, should be not, gonna be. He says we are. God says that we are healed, not maybe not, could be not, should be not, gonna be. He says we are. Everything God says about us is absolutely true. He says that we are more than conqueror. Lord have mercy. Just show up at the table. He said, listen, I got what you need. I don't need you to try to fix things. I don't need you to try to make things right. He said, I got what you need. Good morning, Vanessa. He said, just show up at the table. That's all I want you to do. Show up at the table. Receive what I got for you. Then he said, I'll never leave you nor forsake you. Last time I checked, the word never still means never. He said, I don't care if you're on the mountaintop high, I'm there, and you're in the valley low, I'm there, somewhere in between. He said, I'm there for you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. On your good day, I'm there. On your bad day, I am there. He said, I got you wherever you are in this life. He said, I'm not going to let you down. I'm not going to forget about you. I'm not going to leave you. I'm not, listen, he said, I got you wherever you are in life. I am so glad about that. So glad about it. Good morning, Joe Karen. He said, I got you wherever you are in life. Man, that's something. To know that he care about little old me, little old you, just that much. Good morning, Carolyn. That's awesome, y'all. That's awesome. I mean, you look around at the sky, and the trees and the birds and the ocean and all the stuff that God has made. And he says to us, I'll never leave you nor forsake you. Little old me, little old you. He said, listen, I know I made the moons, the stars, and all the stuff, the galaxies and all that. He said, but I care about you more than anything else. Lord, have mercy. That's awesome, y'all. That's awesome. All right. You know, I think I'm going to get a petition. What y'all think about me getting a petition and getting it signed and put it before Congress that it's the law that you must wash your hands when you go to the restroom in public. Now, when you at your house, you do you, because that's your place. But when you out in public, it ought to be a law established that you must wash your hands. I think I'm gonna become the wash your hand police. Start handing out some citations, handing out tickets. You walk coming to, when they come out, you wash your hand. Let me. Deacon Lamb said it sounds like a plan. See, I'm gonna be the wash your hand police. They come out the restroom, I'll be standing there. You wash your hands. I'm gonna have a one of those ultraviolet lights. It'll show if you wash your hands or not. It'll have something where you can show where it had your hands had that soap on it or something. Put that light on it. If I don't see nothing there where you had a sign you had some soap or water on your hands, citation, $50 fine for not washing your hands. All right. Let's get on down to our topic for today. Our topic for today is, have you washed your hands? No, that's not. Oh, Lord, that's not our topic. Our topic for today is the small changes. The small changes. That's our topic for today. The small. I'm going to say one more time for the people in the back and those on the front row. You know who they are. They're sitting there with the red bottom, green bottom, black bottom, yellow bottoms. They got them all on, y'all. Looking so fresh, so clean. They smell it so good, and they did wash their hands, but they on their phone. Plain Uno, no on. Blackjack, Jack Black. Candy Crush, Crush Candy. And they ordered Uber Eats. Wow, the preacher preach. The small changes. Yesterday we talked about God is working in us. He's working in me. He's working in us. And listen, I want to remind us. Don't get so caught up on the big changes. People, this, when I tell you what, God is doing this and He working in my life and all He did. And a lot of people, they got all these big things that they want to tell you. And then a lot of times people try to compare themselves to other people. Well, God is doing this in their life. He ain't doing it in mine. See, it's the small changes that really, really sticks and really, really matter. Because see, you can't believe everything somebody telling you. You remember when people say, well, I got born again and I looked at my hands and they looked new, and I looked at my feet and they did too. They was actually lying. Nothing look new at all. I looked at my feet, looked at my hands, they looked new. I looked at my feet and they did too. No, they didn't. No, did nothing look new at all. But I learned over some time in my life, it's the small changes that see, when God is working in us, it's the small things. Somebody said, I can see you mouth moving. Marsha says she can't hear me. You might have to go back out and come back in, Marsha. I think it's something on your end. You get it. It's probably try to go out, go back, come back in, see if that'll work. She says she can't hear me, so why am I saying that to her? Somebody text Marsha. Somebody right in there, go out and come back in. But it's the small changes that I noticed that made the biggest difference in my life. Come on, I'm talking to me and somebody. It wasn't the abrupt changes that Because when I got born again, I everything that I was doing, I said, you know what, I'm gonna quit this, I'm gonna quit that, and I'm gonna quit this, and I'm gonna quit that. And I tried. It worked for about 3 months because I was doing it on my own. But when I decided to let him do the changing in me, Lord have mercy, and the small things that he was changing in me, it started changing my whole life. It wasn't the big things that I was thinking about. It was the little small tweaks and stuff that God was doing in my life, and it mainly come from him talking to me, not bearing down. You better not do this, and you better not do that, and you better do this. That didn't happen. It was his small, still voice that created some small changes that put my life on a different direction, a different path. That made the difference in my life. The small changes, and nothing big, nothing. And see, most people want to change themselves to show people on the outside, but that don't work. It happens on the inside. Lord have mercy. Come on, I'm talking to me and somebody. And see, one thing you got to learn: we don't have nothing to prove to nobody else. We don't have nothing to prove to nobody else. And when you start letting the Lord be your guide, the Lord is my shepherd. When you start letting him be your shepherd instead of being shepherded by other people's opinions. Come on, I'm talking to me and somebody. Because people will steer you down the wrong road because of their opinion. But when you start letting God be your guide, the Lord is my shepherd, the small changes. And listen, it happens all the time. He's consistent with the changes in your life. He said, listen, I want to work in you, and I'm going to give you the desire and the ability to do what pleases me. But see, it don't come all at once. It's the small changes that makes the difference. Lord have mercy. And when I started accepting the small changes and stopped trying to compare my life to other people and what they're doing and how they're doing, and just letting God work in me and me responding to the work he's doing in me, it was the small changes that made the difference in my life. And it all started on the inside. See, most people want to start with the outside. I got to look this part. I got to look like I'm this way, and I got to act like I'm this way. No. That stuff will wear you out. It's the small changes. Lord have mercy. And some people try to change for other people. I'm going to do this because that's going to make them happy. I'm going to live my life this way. That's going to make them. Don't do that. Let the Lord be your shepherd. That's why he said the Lord is my shepherd. Let him be the shepherd. And we the sheep. And it's the small changes that makes the difference in your life. And the small changes always start on the inside. And they'll work their way to the outside in due time. You don't have nothing to prove to nobody. You don't. The word says there's a scripture in the Bible says, don't compare yourself amongst yourself. That's a bad place to be when you comparing yourself to somebody else, because everybody's different. Accept the small changes. Let God do the work, and it's gonna work out. Don't try to please other people. Don't do that. God, listen, he said, I'm working in you. He said, you don't even know what to do to please me. He said, I have to put what pleases me in you in order for it to come out. He said, I'm working in you, giving you the desire and the power. That word of power means ability to do what pleases me. Philippians 2:13. He said, I'm doing the work in you. I'm giving you the desire. It's the small changes, y'all, that directs our lives. All right, that's our topic for today. It's the small changes. Nothing big, nothing extravagant. And I'm not going to compare my life to somebody else. There's only one Deacon Lamb. I can't be him. There's only one Marsha. I can't be her. There's only one Vanessa. I can't be her. I have to be me and accept the small changes that really, really makes the difference. So don't be beating up on yourself. Don't be putting yourself down. Don't be dogging yourself out. Let him do the work. It's the small changes. Don't be trying to impress nobody. Lord have mercy. I can't tell you the many people that I know that try to impress God. He's not impressed by what you do. God's not impressed at all. How can you impress the God that made everything? It's the small changes that makes the difference. All right, that's our time, though. The small changes. Let God do the work in you. Be yourself. Accept the small changes. Those are the ones that really work out. And they change your life for a lifetime. Them small changes will start sneaking up on you. You're like, ooh, I don't even do that no more. I didn't even realize. Man, I don't use that cuss word no more. I use some of them little ones now, but I don't use them. It's the small changes. All right, that's our time for today. The small changes. That's what makes a difference. Don't try to impress people. Accept the small changes. They will change your life. All right. Let's get on down to our lunch menu, y'all. Our lunch menu, we got a good one today. I said, we had beef tips yesterday with peppers and onions and all that stuff, gravy and over rice. And I said, okay, I'm going to do something good today. Today we are having lunch brought to you by me, JB Lee. Today we are having oatmeal. That's what we're having for lunch today. Oatmeal. That's our lunch menu for today. You say, well, that's it. Get you some oatmeal and go somewhere and sit down. That's our lunch menu for today. Oatmeal. Now, I fix my oatmeal different from anybody else that I know of. Now, Eleanor, she likes oatmeal and she puts it on the stove and cook it in the pot and all that. I don't do that with my oatmeal. And then she put, some cinnamon and sugar and butter and all that in her oatmeal. I don't do that with my oatmeal. I put my oatmeal in a microwavable dish. It's a long dish. And I put my oatmeal in there. I put a little water in there with it. And I heat it in the microwave for 2 minutes and it start rising. And I put it back in there for another minute. And it's done. I put a little butter in it and stir it up. And I let it sit there and dry out. Deacon Lamb said he fasting today. I let my oatmeal dry out. And then I eat it like that. I don't like the soupy oatmeal. When mine dry out, it's almost like hard grits. I love it. But that's what we're having today. Oatmeal. You can put you some strawberries. A lot of people like to put fruit in their oatmeal. And you can put some beef in there if you want beef, chicken, eggs. Put that in your oatmeal. But that's what we're having. Oatmeal. Good morning, Rosa. That's our lunch menu. Carolyn says, I have lunch, but I'm putting blueberries and strawberries with butter, cinnamon, and sugar. Okay, yep. A lot of people do that, Carolyn. They put them strawberries and stuff in there. Rochelle says she's fasting today. We've put Rochelle back on another fast. She's fasting. Oh, Lord. So do anybody now Carolyn eat oatmeal. Deacon Lamb say he fasting. Do anybody eat oatmeal? I love oatmeal. I think Vi says I look like she's fasting too. She must have heard me when I said to put the beef and chicken and all eggs and stuff on your oatmeal. But Yeah, you just get your bowl of oatmeal and eat. Some people eat like plain oatmeal with nothing on it. I used to work with this guy. He would cook his oatmeal. He wouldn't put nothing in his oatmeal. And he would eat his oatmeal and egg whites. And that was his lunch every day. Oatmeal and egg whites. All right, y'all. That's our lunch menu for today. Oatmeal. Deacon Lamb said, oh, he like oatmeal, but not for lunch. Okay, Pastor Goff said he love oatmeal. Rosa says she love oatmeal. She like it. Yes, she like oatmeal. Carolyn says she have it almost every day. Oatmeal is good for you. It is. Pastor Goff said I love oatmeal. I'm gonna give y'all my recipe for oatmeal. I let mine dry out. I let it dry out, and then I put. Y'all ain't gonna believe it, but you can ask Eleanor. I let it dry out. Then I put me some tuna or some salmon on top of it, and I eat it like that. I eat it like it's some hard, dried out grits. I love it that way. I know I'm the only person probably to do that. I know I'm a. Okay, Rochelle said yes, not for my lunch. She like it, but not for lunch. Okay. All right. Oatmeal it is. Listen. If you want my oatmeal recipe, just DM me. I'll get it to you. I ain't gonna listen. I ain't uptight. Some people won't give you their recipes. I give you mine. I give you my oatmeal recipe and the directions. I do a video to show you how I do it. All right. Every day we say something good about our day because it really, really matters what you say about your day, because life and death is in the power of your tongue. And we gonna do it today as we do every day. Today is a blessed day. A day full of love because God, you are love. A day full of grace. A day full of mercy. A day full of peace. A day full of joy. A day full of health. A day full of prosperity. A day full of all of who you are, God, because you are our everything. Yes, Deacon Lamb said, JB, you can put some possum in your oatmeal. I Claire, man, I'm telling you, that sounds good to me. Some old hashed up possum. Put that on my oatmeal. All right. Listen, love on yourself. Love on somebody. Pray for yourself. Pray for somebody. But don't let nobody mess up your day, not even yourself. Remember, God loves you. He wants the absolute best for your life. I'm telling you, it's the small changes. Don't worry about trying to be like nobody else. Let God lead and guide you. Let him work in you because he loves you, and accept the small changes. Don't compare yourself to nobody else. Be you, and God can work with you. Lord have mercy, because he loves you, and we love you too here at the Love Morning Show. We out.